My other problem is these people who are dying are not our problem.
Yes.
Our enemies are not the keke riders. Our enemies are not the Okada riders.
No.
The market women who are losing their life are not our enemies.
Nothing.
Our enemies are these guys who are carrying 17 Prado jeeps escorting themselves. These guys are our enemies. I don't see how a keke guy loses his life because it's obeying sit at home and all those.
This is the stereopsis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's podcast on the stereopsis. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. The other time, we're looking at the issue of Simon Ekpa and the sit at home, and the pendant problem that are bound to happen to the people of the Southeast economically, politically, and even academically, because a lot of students have not been going to school and all what.
Yes, and that takes us to that formal video. Yeah. And then what Nnamdi Kanu said the last time, because we got a lot of comments, we got a lot of reactions, a lot good, so many bad ones. Not only bad ones, but they are in the opinion.
I'm so you get the point.
So we're back here, and that forced us actually to listen to what Nnamdi Kanu said, but we believed in what he said last time he appeared in court, and the video will be played.
I want Biafra land to be calm and peaceful. Calm and very, very peaceful. We are fighting to defend our people, not to kill them. Yes. We are fighting to defend them. That's why I'm here. I will continue to do so until we get free.
We must make one thing very clear. We are not against IPOB. We are not against you. We've seen, we had a discussion, we had a story. We cannot say, but one day we'll tell you our story. You understand where we're coming from. When we talk about it, don't come to, if you've not seen what you see, don't come to this comment section to tell us what you don't see.
We have been brutalized.
Died.
But that guy has not seen half of what we saw.
I think when we were arrested, nobody knew where we were for the first 3 or 4 days. We were just with them. So even if we were to be slaughtered, nobody will know. So if we're not attacking Simon Ekpa, we're not attacking, I think you listen to our podcast. What we are saying is we're interested in peace.
Everlasting, enduring peace
in our life.
That is the only thing we are interested in. Because if an Igbo develops, I think it is because developmentally we are backward.
Yeah, we're backward.
And it is very glaring.
Yes.
You don't need to be told.
And there's something
bad roads.
There's something else I picked up from our last discussion. There's a consensus on one thing. Everybody wants to defend our people.
Yes, of course.
Both the Simon Ekpa guys, both the MNK guys, they want peace.
Everlasting peace, yes.
I think that one is not in doubt.
But one thing we must disagree is playing that peace game using the script of our governors.
That is to hold Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, now, because I see that so many of them are not interested in the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They just want to politic around it. Let's see. There was a place, one of our podcast sessions, that I was telling the governor of Enugu State,
yes, it's a legitimate tool that most freedom fighters use.
Yes, of course. Because if you cannot, as governor, fight for the interest of your people, now the interest of our people is not just the interest. The problem with Igbo people is we have this division. Oyabo Imo, Oyabo Yabia,
Bakeleke.
Stuff like that. Now, if we can unite, we talk about economic Biafra all the time.
And we're passionate about that.
And then it's something we're dedicated to doing. Now, you cannot talk about economic Biafra when you're here every time. Anambra, Enugu, Abakaliki, Oyafibu, Oyengozo, Oyenkanu, Oyensuka. It is useless and baseless.
Very baseless.
Now, if you must test the waters. When we are talking about economic Biafra, we are talking about testing the waters. And then testing the waters. Look at somebody like the Obi guy who has Bellogs. He's one of the biggest biscuit producing company in Nigeria. It's based, where is it based? In Ogun State.
Ogun State, yeah.
Now he's paying tax to Ogun State government.
And those are the kind of things.
And he's helping develop Ogun State.
And those are the things we must address.
Those are the interests that we are looking at, that these things should be channeled. And when I was reading his profile the other day, I saw that he went abroad, he got loan
Came back.
He got investors. Yes, somebody they invested $2.2 million for a startup, and then the company, after they've seen that this company, that this thing we've invested in is actually very lucrative, they have to put in more. Now, why not bring this thing down to the east? Pay tax to the state where you are. I don't care where you cite it, Ebonyi, Enugu, but it should be here.
In South. Oh, that's something we talked about the other economic.
Yes, of course.
And you see, apart from all this, we were talking about people dying and all this violence in the southeast. My other problem is these people who are dying are not our problem.
Yes.
Our enemies are not the keke riders. Our enemies are not the Okada riders. The market women who are losing their life are not our enemies.
Nothing.
Our enemies are these guys who are carrying 17 Prado jeeps escorting themselves.
I told one.
Our enemies are those guys who are importing cars in Southeast where Innocent is in the Southeast.
Innocent is here.
These guys are our enemies. I don't see how a keke guy loses his life because it's obeying sit at home and all those. There should be punishment for that, but people should not lose their life. How can somebody pay for his life?
Chukuma, I've said this and I will say it and I will still repeat it categorically.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
But the major thing is this now. If we must attack anybody first,
it should be these guys.
It should be our own people who are in positions of authority.
Destroying this land.
And they are looting and milking the land of our own forefathers.
I don't want to call anybody, but I saw a governor one time I counted, this one is not here, so I counted the Prado Jeep, 20 Prado Jeep following one person. This is a place where you have 40% unemployment. These guys are our problem. Look at Enugu Onitsha Expressway. If not, Buhari completed that Onitsha. That's
a part of it.
A part of.
I think the other day at Ugoyama, a family of 5 lost their whole life. That was the high point of the accident. But there were over 30 or 30 something casualties at that.
Second Niger Bridge, Buhari had to help us out of it. What are we doing?
And then people are even criticizing.
What go to Aba, come to Enugu, go to Abakaliki. A lot of people come and take our money. Somebody just gets into National Assembly and the guy has like 10 projects.
Yes. If we are able to actually tackle our own people, primarily, we must look inwardly before are you infallible? Our people are our problem. Nnamdi Kanu was lured to Kenya and then he was kidnapped and brought back. Do you understand? Now, if the person of what is this other man in the Niger Delta, Asari Dokubo, could come out with a lot of unnecessary utterances and go scot-free with it.
Sunday Boho.
My dear. And then Sunday Boho, his own case has been died. Then why are you holding this man down? Even this is a state of anarchy, as your president have said.
Even Supreme Court has given.
Even when the court of the land has given their verdict that this man should be released, you vehemently refuse to do that.
And we continue to repeat that releasing Nnamdi Kanu is just the solution to peace in the southeast.
It is the only way to an absolute peace in the south.
Because it looks like there are a lot of divisions among these guys. And when he comes back as the head, I think he has a lot of respect among them.
You know, at a point, if you watch the whole thing, you see where someone was saying that Ima Powerful was no more relevant.
Yeah. But how can Ima Powerful not be relevant and MNK is still relevant? Those things are just...
Yes. Those are fallacies and unnecessary theories. The other day I heard about the army deploying some whatsoever troops to the southeast. To do what, I don't know. But the major thing is, they want to play the game of Biafra and the sit-at-home issue. They want to make it go bloody. Do you understand? And it's very unfortunate for us here because our people are not very sincere. This is very simple. And someone was actually saying one day that if the leaders of the southeast are very sincere about this thing, that the primary thing, like Fada Mbaka have said this and he has said it again, But the primary thing that the leaders of the South should do is to fight vehemently
and secure
for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then peace will be restored.
And you sit down with him and talk, or even request for like a meeting. I think President can grant them to have a meeting,
Yes,
but some of them won't want to meet the guy. You know,
He is a very tough guy.
No, you know, last time Obasanjo made that kind of statement, they asked him what would you have done. He said, "We'll sit down with the guy." He said, "But Buhari won't want to sit down with him." He said, they asked him, "What would you have done if you're in a position?" He said, "We'll sit down with the guy."
Yes.
But I think but most of them wouldn't want to. But he will tell you something, you know.
Yeah, of course, because
No,
you do not see any agitator who is not very aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Like there's one guy I cherish a lot. You know him, the man of EFF.
Yeah, Julius
Malema.
Yeah.
He's someone I look at very well, and I listen to him a lot.
Yes, yeah.
And I like his kind of ideas and ideologies. His vision for South Africa and the South African people. You get the point.
Although very aggressive, but very articulate in.
Of course, and that is the best person that depicts the image of Julius Malema is Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
There is obviously no doubt about that.
So, in conclusion, we're not against anybody. All we are saying here is that we need peace in the Southeast.
Yes, of course.
We've been a victim of this struggle. We bear in our body the mark of this struggle. So don't look at us like this. I think my guy would have gone to surgery after we left that place for a month. He had a swollen arm like this, and was telling me that maybe he had.
Even my yash. My yash was so swollen that
my brother
I had to,
we slept on bed. Sometimes we wake up. I think sometimes we wake up around 4 o'clock and we just with him and say, we just cover that it's not money yet, so go back to sleep.
These people don't understand. And we went through this episode within the same period we were trying to
start up
our
podcast system and all that.
They were actually making fun of us. And when you will start your podcast
inside them, because we told them that
we are not IPMU.
Your guy will say, okay, start it inside. So, but we had all our good things. We had a lot of time to interact with these guys, and we got a lot of. It's not something we say. A time will come, we'll have an episode for that.
No, it's not for today.
It's not for today. We'll talk about that. So,
all right, thank you very much. Just keep watching, and then I encourage you all to subscribe.
Subscribe, and let's continue the conversation.
If you have an idea of what you want to talk about, you can actually drop them on the comment section, and then we'll respond to them appropriately. Be warned, if you must talk to us, do your research, be sure of your fact.